What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? Hey, let me get myself together. Whew, shit, my head's a whole mess. But what's up, everybody? How you guys doing? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I know I'm earlier than normal. Hey, just call me Gia. What's up, Monique? Hey, Brandon, Taurus. Hey, Emma. Yes, how you guys doing? Let me share this out because I don't know if the notification went out, but I know I'm earlier than normal. So, but it's all good because I'm gonna try to come back later. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to, but I'm gonna try to come back later. But child, we ended up having a snow day. So I'm here a little early because we ended up having a snow day, honey. What's up, Fruit Punch? Shout out to Volvo last night because I ain't know nothing about this snowstorm coming through. But baby, yeah, I'm early. Did you mean to call me earlier? Because I was like, I don't think he meant to call me because you like FaceTime me and then it like hung up. So I said he must not have meant to do that. What's up, little baby? I said he must not have meant to do that. Yeah, I'm early because I was I said, well, I'm gonna try to give y'all a two for. I'm gonna try to do a regular tribe meeting this afternoon. Again, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to, but I had to talk about this daggone Porsha situation. So does everything shut down when it snows like that? I'm from California, so snow is a foreign concept over here unless you go to the mountains. So yes and no. Like the snow today is bad. Like it is bad. It's sticking. It is. Hold on, let me show y'all. It's bad. So like it is abandoned cars all over the place. It's accidents everywhere. You know, they're like, if y'all don't have to be out, please don't be out. It is bad. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes they predict snow. Like usually they're wrong. Like usually they predict the snow and they're wrong. Girl, fruit punch, listen. Yes, you read my mind. So that's what it looks like out front of my door right now. That's the thick. You can't see my walkway. You can't see my steps. That's out into the front. Can't see nothing. That's what it looked like out front of my house right now. So it's bad. So yes, no, I didn't go anywhere. My groceries are still not here. Y'all remember I said I was gonna order my groceries? My groceries are still not here. They were supposed to be here between 12 and 2 was my window. They sent me a text at like 1 o'clock saying, we're getting your groceries together. Now, honestly, I'm not even tripping over it. When they get here, they get here. I'm not even going to be pressed about it. But when I need you to understand that the grocery store that I ordered my groceries from literally is a 5-minute drive from my house. And I'm not even exaggerating. Like, if I hit every single light, is from there, from my house to that grocery store, it's 2 lights. If I hit both lights, maybe 10 minutes. But it's a 5 to 10 minute drive. So I'm not even anticipating when it gets here. Because at this point, I'm not even anticipating that when it gets here, it's going to be usable. I mean, not usable, Lord. I'm not even anticipating that they're going to have most of my groceries. I ordered $200 worth of groceries, right? Because I bought all the stuff for the smoothie, and y'all know that stuff is expensive. I ordered $200 worth of groceries. I'm anticipating maybe half of my groceries getting here. Maybe. But it's all good. It's going to be what it's going to be. We got food. Thank God. Unfortunately, Pat got stuck in the snow, but we got some groceries, got food, and it'll be all right by tomorrow. Overnight, they'll work on the roads. They'll tow all them cars that's in the way, and it'll be better tomorrow. But it's not supposed to stop snowing until 5 o'clock. It's sort of lightened up now. It's just like flurries, but at one point it was thick. It was 19 and 19 degrees. Woo, it was cold, honey. I should try all these. I'm not sure. Yeah, we have all these down here. Yeah. So with that being said, y'all, let's go on and get into this Porsha situation thing that we had going on. Your apartment shut the water off last night. What they do that for? Oh my goodness, that's crazy. Well, knock on wood, y'all know I got DirecTV, so y'all know the satellite is out. But knock on wood, everything else is fine. So we're gonna knock on wood, and we're not gonna speak on that no more. We're gonna just leave that be. What's up, movie man? How you doing? Hope you had a great holiday. I hope you had a great holiday as well. Well, we're gonna get into it. Let's jump into this episode, and I'm gonna put the link for members. I'm gonna post the link for members if y'all want to come on and add y'all 2 cents to it. Let me go ahead and put the link for members, and then we're gonna go ahead and get started on this episode. So first of all, like I have said, before, and I will continue to say, this was not a good look for Porsha. I don't know who convinced her to do this show. I don't know why she thought this was a good idea. And I'm sure going in, it seemed like a really, really good idea. But somewhere, I don't know what happened, y'all. But this is not a good look for Porsha. From the first episode, it has not been a good look for Porsha. And I don't know, like I said, I don't know what it is that I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what they thought this was gonna be, child. I don't know what they thought it was gonna be. All right, the link is up there for members. If members want to come up and add their 2 cents. Ooh, Vovo, listen. Volvo is the VIP, honey, because I didn't know nothing about this snow. I ain't know nothing about this snowstorm. And Volvo hit me to it last night, but yes, it is snowing for real, for real. I showed him the picture from my front porch, child. So the episode starts off. We got a little bit of morning yoga out in the sun. Lauren, Dom, both Laurens are there. Lauren, Porsha's sister, and Lauren, Porsha's assistant. They're there. And Dennis. They're the only ones that show up. Now, right, a little dusted. Now, when they get done with the yoga, I mean, of course, Dennis takes the opportunity to make a little jab at Porsha. They were doing downward dog, and, you know, he made a jab about Porsha being, basically, he called her a lazy lay, is what he basically called her, was a lazy lay, okay. She clearly went into this with zero strategy. I guess she assumed her fans would support and cape for her regardless, and it's totally backfiring. Well, I think there was... Here's the thing. So, yeah, I agree. The part of the problem is y'all didn't even get y'all lies straight to begin with. The fact that in the very first episode, we still had 3 different versions of how you and Dennis met. I mean, how you and Simon met and started dating. Like, to me, that was basic. Like, you had to know that was going to be a question that the producers were going to ask you. That was going to be a question that you were going to have to answer. The fact that you are literally living with this man and y'all couldn't get that straight, that let me know that this is going to be bad. Because that is the basic lie. The basic lie is, how did we meet? And again, at this point, we ain't going to never know the truth. I mean, unless one of them tell it. But we ain't going to never know the truth. So whatever lie y'all came up with, we would have believed. Because we would have had any choice but to believe the lie. You see what I'm saying? So the fact that y'all couldn't even get that down, I knew we were in trouble. So after they get done doing the yoga, Dennis has a conversation with Lauren, sister Lauren. And Dennis is basically like, listen, why am I here? Because I seem to be the only one that's trying. Like, y'all said y'all wanted me to come on this trip. Y'all begged me to come on this trip. You stole my robe for me to come on this trip. You lied to me for me to come on this trip. Okay? And I'm the only one that's really trying. I came to the morning meditation. I came to the morning yoga. And what is really going on? And Lauren and both Laurens and Dom were like, you're right. Your point is valid. They also had a conversation about how something just ain't right with this. Like y'all know Porsha, like I know Porsha. Something just ain't right. Hey, what's up, Tracy? Hey, sweet pea. Something just ain't right. In the great words of the Keith Sweat. Like, what is really going on here? And y'all let me know if my sound is okay. I'm still working out this whole microphone thing and making sure I'm good. But I'm not understanding. He said, I don't even think that Simon, like, is he dating Porsha or is he dating a celebrity, right? They talked about Storm and how Storm is, you know, immature, and what is the real history with him and Storm. Now, I might be combining conversations because they had the conversation at breakfast and then they all did tequila together. So we have 2 different conversations. So if I'm blending some of these conversations together, then, you know, forgive me, but it was the same people talking about the same shit, child. So Lauren was like, you're absolutely right, Dennis. I do need to hold Porsha accountable. I do need to talk to Porsha because you're right. If we're here to try to blend the families and this, and this, then everybody needs to be, you know, invested. Specifically Porsha, since this was her damn idea, right? So next we see Porsha come up and to talk to Lauren. And what I thought, we're going to get to Miss Storm. What I found to be very interesting in that conversation with Lauren was the fact that Porsha really, I don't think she was playing. I don't think she was like pretending for the cameras. Porsha really is one of those people that doesn't seem to think she does anything wrong, but she can find the fault in what everybody else is doing wrong. She could talk about Mama Gina and what she did. She could talk about Dennis and what he did. She could talk about everybody else. But when Lauren was like, but I need you present, Porsha was like, I don't need to be here. I did the work. I'm sorry, y'all. The people walking through my backyard with shovels. Okay. I hope they come in the shovel. I hope they come in the shovel. And it was like Lauren had to throw it back at her and be like, no, you haven't. Like, you have not participated. And she was like, what? Because I ain't come to some old meditation. Again, you're missing the point. Breathing ain't going to help me. Learning how to breathe ain't going to help me what I need. Then two things can be true. One, the fact that you didn't show up is still disrespectful to Lauren, who you asked. You asked Lauren to lead this crusade. You asked Lauren to do the work, and you're not willing to participate in your half of it, your part of it. That's disrespectful to Lauren, and that's disrespectful to everybody that you asked to be there for this process. Let's assume for a minute it's not about a TV show, right? Let's throw the cameras away. You asked these people on both sides of your family and the father of your child to come to a retreat so that we can work on co-parenting and blending our families. Because first of all, you're asking for two different things, and that's part of the problem as well, because you're combining two different needs. So what I mean by that is you have a whole situation where the mother side of your family and the father side of your family down click. It's clear that the father side of your family looks down on the mother side of your family. It's clear. When at the end of that episode, I don't know if y'all caught it or not, but at the end of that episode with Auntie Liz, when Mama Gina told Auntie Liz, now you see why I don't even want to rock with them like that. And Auntie Liz said to Mama Gina, well, you need to get to know the Hosea Williams side, the real family. That's all you needed to know. And then last week when Aunt Liz was like, I don't know y'all. Like, why are y'all here? I don't know you. Why are you here? If this is about family, why are you here? So that's part of the problem. You're combining your issues with Dennis co-parenting, which up until now, I didn't think you had any problems with Dennis co-parenting. You never let us know. Not that you had to tell us, but you always said that y'all were doing a good job of co-parenting. So that's number one. But you're combining your issues with Dennis and creating a co-parenting space with your issues with combining the mother side and the father side of your family. And we found out in this conversation that goes back to your trauma because your mother never made an effort to try and get along with your father's side of the family. And so when you spent time with your father, it was like you were in a totally different world with a totally different family. And there was never any combining. And so this is really about you and healing your trauma and not about PJ. Because PJ doesn't have that problem. Because it sounds like your mama and your daddy didn't do a good job of co-parenting. But up until this TV show, you always said that you and Dennis did a good job of co-parenting. So y'all don't have the same problem. Is what I'm saying make sense? Right. Aunt Liz ain't with child. Aunt Liz ain't with it. Aunt Liz is not with all this fool-la-la, okay? Now, because from my understanding, Aunt Liz was told that this was about addressing, that this was going to deal more with it was going to address more of the civil rights and the healing from the trauma and Black Lives Matter and all of that. That's how they sold. Now that's what I was told. I don't know where I read that. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know where I read that, but somewhere I read that that's where they sold it to Auntie Liz, that this was supposed to be more of we're focusing on our family history in the civil rights movement and Black Lives Matter and all of that. Now, I don't know how much of that is true, but I think if that's the case, that's part of the reason why Auntie Liz is looking around like, what's really going on here? Because this ain't what y'all told me it was. But in her book, she contradicts that because she said her childhood of visiting her father was cool and everyone got along. Can we just not with the book? Porsha lie in real time. Y'all think I'm about to read a book about Porsha telling the truth or lying? I'm just saying. Porsha's crying over a situation she put her and her daughter in. No one asked you to get married to a man you met weeks ago. Well, child. Taking out on Mama Gina, whomever, girl. Mama Gina watch her baby and didn't screw on you. Well, yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. I think Mama Gina got some shits for her too. I think Mama Gina, listen, we can break this whole family dynamic down, okay? I think Mama Gina is the typical black mama that is coddling her son. Because here's the reality of the situation. As much as, I can throw a lot of daggers at Porsha, it doesn't change the fact that Dennis cheated on her. And he did it in a very public way while she was pregnant at probably one of her most vulnerable moments. She ain't the first and she damn sure ain't going to be the last. But let's not take that away. So, Mama Gina, for you to get upset every time somebody bring up the fact that your son is a cheater, like, again, that's that typical black mama. And I don't know, white mamas might do it too, but I'm going to speak from my experience. That is that typical black mama coddling her damn son. He can do no wrong. Back up off my baby. Your son ain't no more of a baby than what he was calling Storm last night was when he was calling her a child, okay? Your son is 47 years old. That's a big-ass baby. He cheated on Porsha. Let's be clear. Listen, now, in this whole situation, Dennis is more likable than Porsha is until now. Last night, he said some things that I didn't appreciate. We're going to get to him. But overall, they're more likable overall. But let's not act like Dennis is an angel because he's far from it. He's far, far from an angel, right? Like Lauren said, you know how she is, so how you going to change your approach? Because she's there for your child and she loves your baby. Right. Yes, Mama Gina never liked her, though, so being with her son and not being with her son, there's no difference in the dynamic. If you truly moved on, so you know your child's grandmother's shady, okay. Well, and that's the thing. Like, you're right. She never liked Porsha. She never trusted Porsha's intentions, and she never liked Porsha. So I refuse to believe that y'all's relationship was really all that deep. Like, I don't think y'all had no great relationship. I don't get the impression that y'all relationship was ever good. I think it was friendly. I think it was respectable. But I never think that their relationship was good. Like, I don't think that. I really do believe Porsha is mad at Gina because Gina hold Porsha accountable, but Gina needs to stop holding her son in the wrong when she knows her son. Right. And that little thing where she tried to throw it back on Porsha, well, let's not act like, you cheated on him too. Listen, I'm going to be honest with you. Do I think that Porsha is innocent? Hell no. Porsha probably did get her a little piece. But Dennis cheated first. And I'm not saying it's a tit for tat. But again, let's stop acting like your son cheated. Like, again, I don't think it's fair to say, well, Porsha, you did your dirt too. She may very well have done her dirt, but it doesn't change what your son did. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, stop trying to find excuses. It doesn't change what your son did. Now, cousin Stormy saying, yeah, we're going to get to Miss Stormy. Child, we're going to get to Miss Stormy. Porsha indicated she intentionally got pregnant by a man she really hadn't had an opportunity to get to know. Listen, if we get in our time machine and we go back to the Porsha Dennis story, Porsha wanted, and Porsha admitted it. She admitted it that he checked the boxes and she wanted a baby. And so she got pregnant. You got pregnant by a man that you didn't know that well, but we know that Porsha has a history of that. You know? Right. So, okay. So Porsha, she told Lauren that she would be more present. Okay. Whatever. She said she would be more present. So then we had the breakout. I call them the breakout rooms. Okay. Well, that's because Porsha's still in love with Dennis. O Street said The difference is Dennis is making an honest effort for harmony, and Porsha seems to be spiteful. But that's because Porsha still wants Dennis, and Dennis really is not entertaining that. She was desperate for a child, and it was a little weird to watch. Yeah, it was. It definitely was. And so Porsha, Simon, her sister Lauren, Stormy, they went ATVing. Auntie Liz, Mama Gina, I guess was Darlene at the spot with them? I couldn't figure it out in my review. I couldn't remember. I know that Mama Gina was there, but I feel like Auntie Darlene was there too. Anyway, the seniors went to the spa. They said screw tequila and screw the ATV. We're gonna go have our good time at the bar. We're gonna relax, relate, release, and that's what we get ready to do. Okay. When you listen to how they got together, it sounded like they were friends with benefits. She was one of the many women he dealt with, but in her mind, she won because she got pregnant. Listen, again, let's get in the time machine and let's go back to that season. Did Candy or did Candy not warn Porsha about Dennis? Did they not have a whole fallout? Did Candy not call her friend on the phone down to the old lady gang when they were still trying to get it open? Was it the old lady gang or the Blaze? One of them, they was doing construction. I think it was the old lady gang. They was doing construction, okay? And Porsha and Candy tried to tell Porsha then he's a player. He got women's names tattooed all over his damn body. Okay? So again, stop sitting here acting like, because, and I'm waiting for you to apologize. Did she ever apologize to Candy and say, girl, you was right. You tried to be my friend. You tried to look out for me? Because Candy absolutely tried to tell her. Anyway, Porsha is very childish. Porsha really needs to grow up because Porsha is too old for this bull. I agree, Emma. I agree. This whole show is giving, I'm going to get these people on this show and tell them all they are here for different reasons because everybody's on different pages. Exactly. Well, I told y'all, I read somewhere that Auntie Liz thought she was there for something totally different, child. Or at least in the beginning. I mean, I guess by the time they started filming, but in the beginning, like in those early, like she was told something different. That's what I read that somewhere. I feel like the aunties and the mom think this is a girl's getaway. Dennis thinks this is a therapy trip, and Simon is just being a shadow. Child, Simon just happy to be child. That's all that is. He just happy to be there, child. And she got big mad at Candy talking about in bed licking all the girls' names. He has tattooed all over his body. Like what? Yeah. So yeah, there's that. So the ATV ain't nothing really happened. Porsha broke a nail. Don't nobody care. Nobody cares about ATV, child. Where it really went down was down to the tequila bar with Dennis, Dom, what's Lonnie, cousin Lonnie, and Lauren, assistant Lauren. Okay, that's where it really went down. Now I'm going to just go through what had happened in this conversation because I can't remember who said what and how it went down. But they started playing a drinking game. Hey Cameron, they started playing a drinking game, right? And they were. It's all good, Abby. I'm early, boo. I'm early. But they started, playing a drinking game or what have you, and some things came out in the drinking game. They was basically playing truth or dare without the dare part. It was either tell the truth or take a shot. Okay. Now, we found out a couple of things. First thing we found out is Londi used to work for Dennis and used to be Dennis's assistant. So Londi knew Dennis before Porsha did as well. And she said that when he started dating Porsha, her hours started getting cut and she basically ended up becoming Porsha's assistant. And she went to him and was like, I need more hours because I need to make a certain amount of money. So if you're not going to give me my hours, then I need to know what's up. And that's basically, she stopped working. Now, I think I read somewhere now, again, y'all, I don't even remember. I be reading so much stuff. But I got the impression that Porsha wanted Londi fired. That's the impression I got. And Dennis even asked Londi, why does Porsha treat you so bad? Which made me feel like Dennis had some insight into conversations and attitudes that we're not necessarily privy to, or that we didn't see on camera, because up until this point, I never felt like Porsha treated Londi bad. Like, we saw them have a whole conversation in like the first episode where she was telling her about the birthday party. We saw that she got invited to the birthday party. I feel like Dennis is in some information or in the know on some stuff that clearly we're not in the know on. And Londi may or may not have been, because did y'all feel like Londi was sort of taken aback by that when he said, why does Porsha treat you so bad? And she was kind of like, I don't know. I'm gonna need to talk to her about that. Did y'all pick up on that? She's upset with him because he didn't give her the ring back. Absolutely, SCK. Absolutely. If Dennis had given Porsha that ring back last Christmas, there would have never been no Simon. Because that's what she really loves. She loves Dennis, y'all. Now, we can square this up however we want to square this up. We can call it whatever we want to call it. She loves Dennis. Now, whether the relationship with her and Dennis would ever work in the long term, that's another conversation. But that is who she loves. She loves Dennis. Laundry is that friend that loves you and tells you how. Oh, Laundry. Okay. Fix yourself. And Porsha's that friend who will never see their flaws. So it's about right. And that's what Laundry said. She said, because I don't kiss Porsha's ass. Because Porsha's got enough people kissing her ass and I'm not one of them and I won't do it. And I believe it. I believe that. But Porsha seems like the kind of person that likes to surround herself with people who tell her what she wants to hear, not what she needs to hear. Because Porsha loves yes men around because she knows that they're not going to hold her accountable for her wrongdoing. Exactly. I agree. So now we find out that two family members not only knew Dennis before Porsha knew Dennis, but worked for Dennis. So Londi was actually one of his assistants, which means they had an intimate, and I don't mean intimate sexually. I mean, they knew each other well. Like it wasn't like when you're an assistant for somebody, you know intimate details about them. It depends on what level of an assistant you are. Some people, especially these celebrities, when they have assistants, I mean, it's to the point where they might even know some of their passwords. They might know, how they like their drawers starch. You know what I'm saying? You know what kind of food they eat, what they're allergic to. You know their mama phone number. You know what I'm saying? Like, depending on what level of an assistant she was and all of that. But the fact that she was his assistant means that she's privy to some information about Dennis, right? Then we have Miss Stormy. Now, we found out that Dennis's anger towards Storm is a little deep too, because again, she worked for him, and like he said, she's a liar. And so they were like, well, what did she lie about? And he said, well, like when she said that she never had a birthday party before. And he was like, that's a lie, because I threw her a 21st birthday party at the club when she worked there. Dennis, do you throw parties for all your employees? Is that what you do? I mean, 1 minute you said that you have so many people working for you that you don't know that your ex-mistress is now on your payroll. But on the other side, you had a birthday party for one of your employees. I mean, do you do that for all your employees, Dennis? I'm just saying. Is that what happens? I remember it was said this spinoff was not going to focus on Porsha's relationship with Simon and focus on her activism and family. I guess Bravo said, hell no, because this is quite the episode. Well, movie man, that makes sense, because that's what they said Auntie Liz thought it was going to be about. Auntie Liz thought it was going to focus more on their family legacy as it relates to the civil rights movement and stuff. Now, I'm going to tell you, I think that might have been how Porsha sold the show. But remember, Porsha had already gotten the spinoff before the Simon shit popped off, because it was supposed to focus on her activism. But let's be clear, Porsha ain't been at a protest, and a protest been a Porsha, okay? Yes, Dennis is giving I'm a whole boss, but she called him a patty. Well, we're gonna get to that, O Street. We're gonna get to that. I don't like Stormy. She gives me this is my time to shine. She's absolutely looking for a moment. Now that I agree 100%. She is absolutely looking for a moment. Now that's the truth. Now that is the truth. She is looking for a moment. Now that show is not showing Porsha in a good light. It's not. This show is not. They should have stuck to the activism, even if she had to create a protest and make one up. Hell, I hate to say it, but you could have went down to Alton Sterling's trial, and you could have participated in that. That was right down the street. That was right there in what part of Georgia is that? Right on the line, right on the Georgia line to Florida. You could have went to the Derek Chauvin trial, and you could have done some stuff to be active in the movement. But anyway, we're gonna get there, child. Porsha is a pick me. She has a mindset that's desperate for me, right? And Storm is her mini me. So we find out, and so they asked Dennis, did he ever try to get with Storm or mess with Storm? He said no, but I don't believe him. Let me say this. I don't believe you, Dennis. I believe you did flirt with Storm, and I believe that y'all relationship is a little deeper than what you're trying to say it was. Now that's just my 2 cents. That's my opinion. That is my opinion. That relationship is a little bit deeper than you try to make it out to be. Now that's just my opinion. Now, do I think that they had sex? No. Do I think that they did anything? No. But I also don't think. First of all, let's be clear. You were over the age of consent, so there was no pedo nothing. You were 18. You said, by your own admission, you said that you were 18 or 19 years old. He said you were still working there when you turned 21. So it sounds to me like you worked there for a good little chunk of time, okay? It sounds like you got fired and rehired, okay? So, but do I think that they had a relationship? No, I don't. Do I think that he flirted with her? Yeah. Dennis a hoe. Dennis is a hoe. I'm going to say that one more time for the people in the back. Dennis is a hoe. So, yes, I believe he flirted with that woman. I do. I absolutely do. Do I think that they dated and it went further than that? No. Do I think that maybe he was a little, for lack of a better word, creepy with it? You know what I mean? Maybe. Porsha isn't over Dennis, and it's so clear Storm might be over him either from what the streets are saying. Child, cast me out. Dennis must be serving some serious ballparks. Listen, Dennis serving some serious payola. Okay? See, people like, I'm about to be mean, y'all, when I say this. So, y'all know I love y'all, and I know y'all love me, but what I'm getting ready to say is about to be a little mean, okay? It's about to be a little mean. But let me say this to y'all. Y'all might have to read between the lines a little bit with what I'm saying, okay? I need y'all to listen. People like Dennis know that they have to use their bank account. Now, I hope y'all caught what I was trying to say. Okay. Same thing with Simon. Okay. And Dennis already said it. Dennis said it in the first episode. If he was broke, he would have never had a shot with Porsha. Dennis know what it is. Dennis is one of those people that is very clear. Dennis is very clear that he knows that if he did not have money, he would not have access to the amount of ass that he does. He's clear. I don't know, Fruit Punch. I have no idea. What's up, DMV? Mwah, hey, boo. I don't know. I don't know what Dennis is slanging. I've never seen any leaked nothing. I don't want to see it. I don't care to see it. Hey, Villanova, what's up? But isn't Dennis? Oh, I just read that. So, yes. Okay, so I don't know a lot about Abby. You be killing me. Abby be killing me. She don't watch the show. She don't know nothing, but she be coming through with dissertations. What my boo say? I don't know a lot about what's happening, but I do know that words mean things. You shouldn't fling words like that if you're not going to use it. Exactly. And that's my point. That's my whole point with this whole Stormy thing. I'm going to give you that Dennis probably flirted with you and he was your boss and you were his employee, and that is inappropriate. I'm going to give you that. That's inappropriate. In any work situation, it is inappropriate. But you were over the age of consent, so it wasn't what you said it was. And let me add this to it. Either A, you never said anything about it. B, you told Porsha, and Porsha is the worst cousin in the world. Or C, all y'all was in this bullshit. And I'm going to tell you why. If I start dating a dude and my cousin says to me, hey, cuz, I worked for this dude. He treated me like shit. He is a horrible person. He flirted with me even after I told him to stop. He sexually harassed me on the job. He made it so uncomfortable that I quit. We're not going to talk about the fact that you went back. You quit because he said he fired you. You say you quit. It don't matter. You got your job back. So somewhere, something still ain't clean in that water. But I'm going to let them put that to the side. Okay? I'll put that to the side. So that means that you told Porsha and Porsha didn't care, which makes her a shitty cousin. Or you never said anything. And my thing is, well, if you didn't say nothing in all that time, keep it to yourself now. Don't try to use it for a storyline now and a show that ain't even about you. Now, I know y'all might not agree with that. Some people going to say that's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong. Storm was completely out of line and he should sue the pants off of her. Villanova, we're going to get to that. We're going to get to that, Villanova, because, baby, I got something to say about Miss Stormy. We're going to get there. We almost there. Because we almost at the last part of this episode. We almost there. But you right. I'm with you. Why did she date him if she knew all this about the cousin? But that's what I'm saying. Either the cousin never said anything or the cousin told Porsha, and Porsha's the worst cousin in the world because there's no way in the world that if you came to me and told me that you worked for this man and he did all these things to you and you my family, I don't give a damn. Like, it's a wrap. That's it. We're done. Excuse me. I damn sure ain't about to have a baby by you and get engaged and about to marry you because now, potentially, I'm bringing this man into our lives permanently. And this is somebody that you say he Me Too'd you. Right? No. Dennis said that Porsha and Storm barely spoke at holiday events for 5 years. Right. He said, and that's what he said. He said they barely even spoke. A lot of this, y'all. A lot of this shit is for the show, and we know it. Like, you can tell that these people are not. Let me tell you something. And I know that my experience isn't everybody else's experience, but let me just give y'all a little bit of how things roll down to my house. Okay, my family's close. My family's close. Even when we fight, my family's close, right? Y'all know. People who know me and y'all done been in my lives, y'all know that I done told y'all stories about us going on cruises together. We done beach house vacations together. We get together just on GP. One of my cousins has a pool, and during the summer, we damn near at her house every weekend. What's up, cuz? Nothing. What you doing? Nothing. All right, I'm coming through to get in the pool. All right, cool. I'm like, all right, I'm going to pick up some burgers. She be like, okay, cool. We got something here. And next thing I know, my other cousin done called and my other cousin done called. Before you know it, it's 10, 15 of us down to my cousin's house at the pool, throwing stuff on the grill, playing cards, talking shit until however late in the morning. That's what we do. My other cousin, he don't have a pool, but he got a nice house. You know, we'll go over there. He got his bar always stocked, right? Do what we do. I don't let them in my house. They don't come over here. Anyway, that's another conversation. But seriously, I say all that to say, when we're together, it's easy. We laugh, we joke, we got inside jokes. We tell stories that we've told 500 times. There's even among like my mom and her sisters and stuff, and with my grandmothers before they passed away, there was an easiness to it because we spent time together all the time. We grew up as a family. There is no easiness with them. You can tell that there's no family connection with them. Like, you can tell there's no end with them. Y'all feel what I'm saying? Does that make sense? I'm just, So you can look at this show and see that it's just a hodgepodge of people who she said, y'all won't be on my show? Okay. Y'all won't be on my show? Okay. Y'all won't be on my show? Okay. That's what it just seemed like. You got Ed Darlene that's trying to take over and get all the attention with her, her moments. Because when listen, see, y'all got me off topic. Y'all know how I be getting off topic. Listen, when that woman, I was going to call her name, I'm being nice. When that woman said they asked them to go around the room and talk about what they appreciate or what they love, and that woman said she learned to love her feet. That's what she said first. And then what she said second was, I want a better relationship with my daughter. Ma'am, I feel like that's what you should have led with. I feel like you should have led with, I want a better relationship with my daughter. I just feel like that's what you should have led with. And I believe Dennis, because she obviously doesn't give a damn about what Dennis did to her cousin or right, exactly, who she's so close to. Exactly. I believe that Dennis has his own BS to deal with. But I still feel that he was the most credible and authentic person on the show. He seems to keep it pretty real. I agree 100%. Dennis is a hoe. Let's be clear. Dennis is a hoe. But up until recently, you always said that Dennis wasn't a great boyfriend, but Dennis is a good father. You've never said anything about his being a bad father. I have never heard Porsha say anything up until recently about Dennis being a bad father. Right? So I agree with you 100%. Dennis is no innocent. Let's be clear. Dennis is not innocent. But when it comes to this situation, yeah, if I had to choose between Dennis and Porsha, I'm just going to have to choose Dennis. Just like I believe Dennis' mama when Dennis' mama said that Porsha was cheating. I believe that. I just believe that Dennis cheated first. But please know, I believe that Porsha cheated. Let's be clear. I just believe Dennis did it first. But anyway, and Stormy is the young 20-something, happy to be on TV and ready to do whatever for her 15 minutes. Yeah, Stormy trying to roll this into some love and hip-hop shit. Because I know she don't think it's about to be no Real Housewives of Atlanta, child. You could tell by the way Pilar responded to seeing him that he's a great... Absolutely. I agree with that, Tavia. Dennis doesn't claim to be anything he's not. Dennis is not sitting up there pretending like he is something he's not. He's not. I agree. Let's be clear. Dennis ain't even going on this damn trip. Y'all, Dennis won't even gonna go. Remember, Dennis' mama agreed to go before Dennis did. And I believe that Dennis didn't want to do it. I believe Dennis didn't want to do this damn show. I just believe that. Now, I could be wrong. I don't know Dennis like that. But I don't know. I definitely believe Porsha got her lick back and cheated on Dennis. I believe it. I do believe it. So what else happened down to the tequila, child? Listen, we done got so far off the whole thing. Now this is with Dennis. This is with me and you. Now I've been kind of having your back a little bit, Dennis, but this is with me and you differ. This is with me and you split and we part ways. Okay. You have no reason to be mad at Dom. You have no reason to want to fight that man. You have no reason to be mad at that man. At the end of the day, he did what he was supposed to do. Okay. Porsha was his friend and he was working for Porsha. If he was out and he saw that you was doing something you wasn't supposed to be doing, he was supposed to go tell his friend. He wasn't wrong for telling Porsha that the woman you cheated on her with was working at your club. He wasn't wrong for that. And for you to be mad at him and for you to act like he did something to you and make it, and then you want to fight him, what you gonna fight the man for? Because again, you were wrong. You were wrong. You cheated on that woman. You were wrong. Hello? You were wrong. And so I don't agree with that at all. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. Like I said, me and you was rocking. We was getting along pretty good, Dennis. But on that one, I'm not with you on that one. Because let me be clear. If it's me, I'm snitching. I'm gonna tell you, listen, let me tell you how bold I am. We could be sitting there and I could be at the bar and I could see, because she was a bartender, and I could see her and I'm gonna be like, Yeah, let me get a jacket and coat. Mm-hmm. What's your name? Oh, that's your. Oh, hey, girl. You better get down here. Yeah, I'm at crew. Girl, get here. Just get here now. You got to get here now. That's me. You ain't got to worry about me running back and telling nothing because I'm calling her ass down here. And we're gonna handle it together. I ain't playing them games. We already know that Porsha cheated on Cordell with our that was the same time she was married to Cordell. And even if Cordell were separated, she was still married at the time. Ooh, I didn't know that was that timeline. Ooh. Well, I mean, Cordell didn't want her, so that's enough. But I ain't going down that road. Who ain't going down that road? But yeah, so please know that I'm that friend. Just know I'm that friend. I am that friend, okay? I am not just going to tell you I saw it last night. I'm calling you while I'm there. And I'm inviting you. I'm just get here. Put some shoes on, throw some, and don't even get cute because you might need to be in sneakers. I'm just telling you, you might need to be in some sneakers. But get your ass down here now. That's the friend that I am. So Dom was not wrong. Now, it would be different if Dennis and Dom were friends and he told Porsha. That's another conversation. Because then I'd be like, that's your friend. Stay out of it. Whatever. But that was Porsha. Not only was it Porsha's friend, it was Porsha's employee. Yeah. And so Dennis having a problem with him, I really didn't appreciate that. And for him to be like, he gonna catch a fade, meaning at any point in time, I'm gonna whoop his ass. I'm not cool with that. Yeah. Come on, private. I really be not cracking the case of the. Listen, I'm telling you now. I'm probably not that. I'm not the friend you. I'm just. And I'm gonna tell you why. This too. Okay, see, y'all be getting me off topic. Here's the reason why. There are two reasons why I would do that. One, because I'm that kind of friend. But two, y'all know, especially women. I'm sorry, I gotta put the women out there like this. Especially women. Y'all know how women are. They don't want to believe you. They don't want to listen. They always want to get a man the benefit of the doubt. So, I'm going to let you come on down here and you can see it for yourself and you can handle it however you feel like you need to handle it, okay? I'm going to tell you, call me when you get to the front door. I'm going to meet you at the front door and I'm going to say, look, girl, so-and-so is at the bar, okay? I've already confirmed that that's who it is. Now, how you want to handle it? But I want you to see for yourself that she working here. Now, we can turn around and walk out the door and you handle it later on. You can handle it privately. Or I got your back if we about to run up on the bar. I'm just telling you, that's who I am. Listen, God is still working on me, okay? God is not done with me yet. But that is who I am. We can carry it however you want to carry it. Either we about to run up on the bar or we can walk out of here and you can handle it privately. Because y'all know how women are. Women quick to be like, you must have misunderstood. It probably won't hurt. She's right there. Fatherhood and business is the only thing Dennis excels at. In other scenarios perspective, he's a little hazy. Yeah, he a hoe. Dennis is a hoe. Let me tell you what Dennis is. See, we about to get to the fight in a minute. We almost at the fight, y'all. Let me tell y'all about Dennis. Dennis is the kid that couldn't get a woman when he was younger because he wasn't that attractive. Maybe he was a little pudgy. He wasn't the traditional handsome. Because I don't think Dennis is an ugly dude. So I'm just talking about society traditions. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about society. Okay? I'm talking about society. You said that's scary because y'all teaching the youth. Now, I don't teach my children that. Now, y'all know I don't go in my classroom telling my kids that. Y'all know I don't do that. I don't do that. But I'm sorry, I'm laughing. I'm laughing because I'm thinking about the conversations that I do have with my students. Child. Like, I would tell my students to do the opposite, and they'd be like, you know you wouldn't do that. You know that's not what you would do. And in my mind, I'll be thinking, you right, that's not what I would do. But of course, I don't tell them that. That's why I'm laughing. Because in my mind, I'll be like, I wouldn't do that. But to them, I'll be trying to talk to them and get them some, do it the right way, words of wisdom, child. But anyway, anyway, but that's what it is with Dennis. Like, so now Dennis got a little bit of money. And because he has money, women are throwing it at him. Women that he probably tried to talk to, tried to ask to prom, tried to go out on a date with, and they didn't want to go down and watch the movie with him to the matinee and go to McDonald's, right? Because he ain't had no money for all of that, But now he can do all of that. Now he can take them out to a nice dinner, buy them nice things, and that's what it is. I'm telling y'all, that is what it is. So Dennis is sowing all his wild oats. I got friends like that. I got friends. I have one of my really good friends. I tell him all the time, you doing all this now because you were the awkward kid and you were the awkward nerd in high school and wouldn't nobody give you a second look. And now you are a hoe because you done bulked up a little bit, and being a nerd is cool now. Like all that shit that people used to be like, wasn't into, it's cool now. So people don't even look at you like you a nerd anymore. That shit's cool. So you are out here just hoeing, just throwing it. You just throwing it. That's what Dennis is. Dennis and Martell act just the same. They weren't attractive growing up, but once they got a little money in their pockets, they've gotten big-headed. Let me tell you something. I think Martell is an attractive person. I think Martell is a nice-looking guy until he opened his damn mouth. His personality just sucks. They weren't attractive growing up, but once they got a little money in their pockets, they've gotten big-headed. Exactly. My friend had a situation like that. I sent her pictures of her fiance baby shopping with his expected wife. I happen to be shopping in the same store to give my cousin a gift. Yeah, see, I'm telling y'all, some of these women, you have to give them, you got to give them the evidence. Y'all know how some of these women are? Did I see Martell's calendar? Child, I wish I would. I wish I would think I want 12 months of Martell Holt anywhere around me. I wish I would. So I think that's about all that went on down to the tequila bar. I think we got all of the pertinent information. Did I forget anything down to the tequila bar, y'all? I know we done went around Robin Hood's barn, but did I get anything down to the tequila bar? Okay. I hate to do this, y'all, but hold on. I'll be right back. I've been drinking water all day. Hold on. Sorry about that. Martell got his teeth fixed and decided to stop fighting his receding hairline and go bald. I thought that was random as hell how she all of a sudden told the RK story. Right. Porsha ain't never said nothing about that man. We ain't never heard her talk about that man, but okay. He's a bachelor, and people were saying that about Dennis when Porsha and him started dating. Right. Tavia, you might not have been in here when we said that, but I said Candy tried to warn her. Remember, she got mad at Candy. Remember? Candy tried to warn her about that man. So we get to dinner, y'all. We get to dinner, and they going around the table asking how things went at everybody's respective activities. Nothing happened at the ATV. Nothing really happened down to the spa. So we had to focus on what happened down to the tequila bar. Well, let's be clear. I feel like they were probably still a little drunk from the tequila bar, but that's not an excuse, okay? And they tried to really not get into it. Remember, if y'all pay attention, they really didn't try to get into it. But Porsha and them kept pushing. Well, what was said? Well, what happened? Well, who said this? And so, of course, the whole thing came up again about Dom telling Porsha about what had happened when Dennis cheated. Well, Dennis' mama got mad because she can't stand to hear nobody talking bad about her son, okay? She got mad and was like, well, why are we bringing this up? And Porsha was like, well, we're bringing it up because that's part of the reason why we're here is to try to heal. is to try to heal. We're trying to heal, and that's part of the reason why we here. I do too. There were they drank a lot of damn tequila. Listen, whoo, they drank a lot of tequila. Then Dennis and Dom got into it because Dennis threatened to whoop Dom's ass, and Dom was like, "Do it." And Dennis was like, he wasn't doing all that talking earlier. But Dennis, neither were you. Like, the way I feel about it is this. You told him you were going to whoop his ass, but you didn't do it. I didn't see you jump across that table. I didn't see you swing. So now for you to sit there and bring it up again at dinner and was like, I'm a whoop, I still owe you one. I still owe you one. You going to catch this fade. Listen, Dennis, stop talking about it. Either you going to hit this man or you not. But stop all of this. Because I felt like, Dennis, you escalated the situation, started talking about something you going to fight. Okay? So, then Porsha was like, whatever Porsha said, but then Stormy put her 2 cents in it. Stormy on the back end, child, you're not even in the frame. We don't even see you. All we do is hear your voice. There was no reason for you to insert yourself in that conversation. Won't nobody talking to you or about you. You weren't in it. You weren't a part of it. So Dennis was like, shut the F up. Now, could he have said what he said a different way? Sure. Did he have to say shut the F up? No. But again, we grown folks having grown folk conversations, and she inserted herself in something that did not belong to her. And then Porsha didn't appreciate it. Porsha was like, well, I don't really appreciate, he is the star of the show. Y'all ain't lying. He's the star of the show. So Porsha says in her confessional that she didn't appreciate Dennis talking to her cousin like that. Porsha, was it necessary for you to yell for security though? Like that again, we are escalating a situation that doesn't need to be escalated. And I'm not, again, I don't want y'all to think I'm defending Dennis or I'm making this about Dennis, but I will say this. We have a black man in a foreign country. What if the police had tackled that man and took him off to jail? For what? Because he told your cousin to shut the F up? You're calling for security, and I'm sure she was calling for the show security. But let's be clear, they were in Mexico. And I'm sure the resort has security. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could have, I just didn't think it was necessary for Porsha to immediately go to security. Like, Porsha telling him he had to leave would have been fine. And then giving him an opportunity to leave because, and I feel like this is where editing comes into place, because I don't feel like it went as fast as it seemed like it went, because it seemed like Porsha went straight from go, go, go to boom. And I feel like it didn't quite excel that way. I feel like there was a little more time in that moment. But Dennis' mama, she going back and forth, and Dennis is telling her to be quiet. Now, if y'all remember that first night, Dennis was telling her to be quiet, right? He was like, mama, be quiet, be quiet. So I feel like the mama was escalating the situation a little bit too, okay? The way that scene was spliced together, we see, and this, listen, I rewound this thing 500 times. So y'all tell me in the chat what I saw, okay? Porsha, Stormy was behind Porsha talking shit. Simon was standing on the other side of Porsha. Dennis was standing next to Simon because we saw Simon tell Dennis, listen, we'll deal with this another time. You know, basically, y'all just go ahead and go, and we'll when everybody calm down, we'll talk about it, okay? We didn't see Dennis's mama anymore. We know she was there because we know she was leaving, but we didn't, in that crowd of people, I didn't see Dennis's mama. Now, if you freeze the frame, Porsha and Dennis are both looking in this direction. Dennis did lunge, but he didn't lunge at Porsha. He lunged at whatever him and Porsha were looking at, which I think was his mama. I think it was his mama. And I think that either his mama swung on Porsha or he thought his mama was getting ready to swing on Porsha. Because everybody keeps saying, well, Simon lunged at Porsha. He lunged, but he didn't lunge at Porsha. If you watch, Porsha was looking in that direction and Simon was lunging in the direction where Porsha was looking. Next thing you know, Porsha let it off and Porsha was swinging and banging, honey. Now, right, Villanor. So if his mother was in front of them, they were both looking at his mother. If y'all go back and rewind it, child, and rewind it more times than I probably want to admit that I did. But if y'all look, if Dennis's mom was in front of them, then that's who it was. And either his mother swung on Porsha or he thought his mama was going to swing on Porsha. Yeah, I'm early today because, I got the snow day and I'm going to try to give y'all a 2-for-1. I'm going to try to I ain't promising, but I'm going to try to come back and talk about some other stuff, some headline news, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. But I wanted to talk about this Porsha situation, child. So, yeah, that's what it looked like. Dennis was not lunging at Porsha. He was not swinging on Porsha. But I do think that it was his mama. I think it was his mama. Now, then we saw, y'all know how Bravo does when there's a fight. It was just scenes. It was just flash, 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 flash. It looks like we're going to continue it next week because we know we got that whole moment where Porsha's on the couch and everybody's holding her back and she's crying and all of that. So I feel like we're going to get more insight next week into what actually happened. But from my, y'all know I'm blind, but from what I saw in the edited, we had limited angles and edited and all of that. That's what it looked like to me. Now, y'all tell me in the chat if y'all think it looked different. But that's what it looked like to me. Because Dennis was actually leaving. He really was leaving, but he was trying to calm his mama down too. His mama would, and I really think that, listen, I think it's Mama Gina. Dennis was trying to break up a potential altercation between Stormy, his mama, and then Porsha started hitting him. Mama Gina is really short, but it wasn't her. Okay, it wasn't her. It looked like someone, Porsha or Stormy, might have gotten in Mama Gina's face and Dennis tried to stop it. Well, I still think it's Mama Gina's the person we don't see. I always said I thought Porsha tried to hit Dennis' mom with a boom mic. Can you imagine those white Bravo fans watching this show? Oh, gosh. I bet Stormy was yapping at mom. Well, you could hear Stormy the whole time. Stormy was yapping the whole time. If you go back and listen, Stormy was yapping the whole time. Even while they were trying to leave, she was still running her damn mouth. I don't know if the mother was about to swing. I thought Dennis was definitely trying to restrain Porsha. It looked, like I said, when you look, he's not even looking at Porsha. He's looking, him and Porsha are looking in the same direction. He's not even looking at Porsha. So if he was lunging, he's not lunging at Porsha. Not from what I saw. Not from what I saw now. Everybody got their own interpretation. I've been reading the stuff down to the Twitter. And, y'all know how this stuff goes. Everybody's going to have an opinion about it. Child, people still arguing about damn Monique and Candace. So everybody going to have an opinion. Oh, you were saying you agree with me? Yeah. Yeah, it looked like he was lunging to stop something. But did y'all see the way Porsha unleashed on his ass, baby? Porsha was swinging and banging. Now, let's get to Miss Stormy. Stormy went to her Instagram last night after all of this happened, and she was on her Instagram Live, and she went on to say, now listen, I took some screenshots. First of all, I'm going to have to agree with my boy Scotty by Nature. Ma'am, if you're going to come down to the Instagram and start talking about people, then what I'm going to need you to do is I'm going to need you to learn how to spell. They have this wonderful, wonderful thing called spell check. Okay. It's not a new invention. They even got grammar check. They have autocorrect. They got a lot of functions on these things they call smartphones. They're called smartphones for a reason because they're smart. They're smart. Now I don't know what high school you graduated from. I don't know where you went. But I would be willing to guess that you had a hard time with English. I'm just saying. Now, all right, for those of you who weren't in here when I showed it the first time, y'all, that's the snow. That's out front of my. That's out front. That's the snow child. So for all y'all that thought I was wondering if I got the snow child, I got the snow. I got the snow. The whole show was crazy as hell. I left Daisy confused. Fallon was saying how she got dumped by 9 girls at the club over Simon, and he did nothing. And this incident, she got jumped. And this incident proved that she was probably telling the whole truth. Child. Keep that snow on the East Coast, child. It looks like it's going up the East Coast. It's going up to it's windy out there now. I'm just waiting for somebody to come knock at my door so they can come and shovel it, because I don't do that. So let me read y'all what Stormy said on her Instagram. Dennis is a P word. I was 18, 19 back when I worked for him, and I'm going to read you exactly what she said. And sexual harassed me the entire time I worked in his establishment with an S. Now, she didn't say he sexually harassed me. She said sexual. Okay. She said, I am a lesbian. We do not ever see each other outside of work. And I have messages. And she has the cap emoji. Nobody want his fat ass. Now listen. This don't even make no damn sense. You said we did not ever see each other outside of work, and I have messages. So you're confirming his story then, right? Because that's what he said. He said that nothing ever happened between y'all. So you're confirming what he said, ma'am. You're confirming. And 18 is over the legal age in every state. Every state. I mean, I don't know how old Stormy is now, but because I don't remember. I think they said it, but I don't remember how old the child is. But let's say he's 20 years older than you, give or take, because Dennis is in his 40s. So maybe he's like 20 years older than you. I mean, your cousin about to marry a man that's about 15 years older than her. I mean, shit happened. Anyway. Then she said, this man, I'm going to read y'all exactly how she wrote it. This man sexual harassed me for months until I quit. I was not fired. I just got another job. Dennis physical assaulted me in Mexico. I've been silent long enough. This man has sexually harassed me, and now a grown-ass 40-plus-year-old man physically assaulted me in Mexico. I'm sick of it. Then you should be mad at your cousin. Because if this man physically assaulted you while y'all was in Mexico, he should have been arrested. Now, she posted these pictures. These are allegedly her wounds from what happened down into the Mexico. But word on the curb is those are the same pictures that she posted a couple of months ago saying that she was in a domestic altercation with her partner. And now she's saying that those are two different pictures because her hairstyle was that her hair was styled 2 different ways. Ma'am, can't nobody even see your hair in these pictures. Can we see her hair in these pictures? I mean, can we see her hair? Well, like, we can only even see her hair in one picture, and all we see are your edges. All we see is the baby hair. So we don't even know how your hair was styled for you to say that that's your proof. That's the proof. Because your hair was styled 2 different ways. That's the proof. Can nobody see no hair? Google and spell check is your friend. Especially when you coming on. I mean, it's one thing when you typing real fast and you talking to your friends or whatever. It's something totally different when you are coming on here to try to cause problems and you talking shit. Please spell check before you hit that send button. So this is my thing about this. I got a couple of things to say about this. Number one, I never want to diminish any woman's experience. Okay, so let me be clear. I never want to diminish any woman's experience. To be physically assaulted by anybody is not cool. Okay, so let me start with that. But my problem with this situation is, from the footage that we saw, number one, hey, House of Sir James, thank you again for my Christmas gift. It was much appreciated. Thank you so much. I woke up to a nice Christmas gift from you. I appreciate it. Thank you. That incident didn't involve you. You voluntarily, if y'all watch the footage, she voluntarily got her ass up and walked over from the table and walked over into that situation. She was standing behind Porsha talking shit the whole time. So if you got an elbow, if you got your hair pulled, if you got in the middle of that melee, you voluntarily walked your ass over there into that situation. Now, in the footage that we saw, I'm going to have to reserve judgment on the rest of this until next week, because the footage that we saw this week, I didn't see Dennis come anywhere near her. Porsha was in between you and Dennis. So if he got to you, he got through Porsha to get to you. And again, I'll wait until we see all of the footage next week, because but if it really went down like that in Mexico, here's what I'm going to say. We have heard nothing about any of this until now. We've heard nothing. Now, they said that, I was watching Kempire Daily. Shouts out to Kempire. He said that word on the curb is the reason why Dennis wasn't arrested is because the police were called, and that the police did not see any proof of a physical altercation. Now, I guess Bravo didn't show them none of the footage. So what that says to me is you didn't have all those marks and stuff, because if you had all of those marks and stuff, then when the police showed up, that's the proof that they would have needed in order to arrest Dennis. But what that also says to me is, even if Bravo did show them the footage may not have been clear enough for them to make a determination about who the aggressor was. That also makes me feel like Porsha was the aggressor, because they didn't call the police and they didn't file a police report. And Porsha didn't run her happy ass back here to the United States and get a restraining order or do anything crazy like that. That's how I see it. Now, y'all tell me what y'all think. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me what y'all think. And if she got her, it's due to her inserting herself in the fight. Right. She walked her happy ass over there. The same way we found out about Candace and Monique's fight months before the show aired, we would have. Right. Absolutely. We didn't hear. Listen, did we hear anything now? Y'all in the chat. It's 100 people in the chat. Shout out to the 100 people in the chat. Please make sure you are subscribed to the channel. I appreciate you all. And hit that, and go and hit that like button while you're in here. But did we hear anything about it? Because we knew all about the Monique and Candace situation. I mean, we even had footage of it. Remember the footage even leaked? Somebody was in that establishment and leaked that footage. You mean to tell me that ain't nobody had a cell phone down in Mexico? Porsha is almost always the aggressor. I can agree with that. Her cousin, who she's so close to, hasn't come out to her defense to say anything about her being assaulted by Dennis. Right. Porsha ain't said nothing to my knowledge. Has Porsha said anything? I'm just tuning in. What's up, Conversations and Libations? Hey, boo. But those pics from Storm posted are the same pics she posted. That's what I'm telling you. That's what I heard. That's what I heard, too. Hey, Callie girl. Yeah, but if Fallon got jumped, it was before they got married. If she felt Simon didn't protect her, she shouldn't have married him. So well, listen, we already done talked about the whole Fallon situation. I do believe that Fallon has told the truth about certain things, but Fallon got some shit with her too. Let's be clear. Now, I believe she told the truth about some things, but she got some shit with her too, child. At no point, and it's convenient you post the date of the episode, not even the first episode. Right. And I mean, I know with shows like this, you're not allowed, like in most cases, you're not allowed to talk about what happened until the episode airs. So I understand her going live last night and having a whole lot to say last night. But here's my problem with it. We didn't hear anything about any of this. Even when the trailer dropped and we saw that there was a fight, I didn't hear anything about it being Dennis. I'm gonna tell y'all who I thought Porsha was fighting the girl Dennis brought down there. That's who I thought Porsha was fighting. I thought Porsha was fighting the girl that Dennis had brought down there. Porsha has initiated fights with Kenya, Cynthia, and her older sister. The older sister was interviewed on Tisa Tells last night, and she doesn't know why their fight occurred. Child, that's the girl that she was chasing down the alley in the Christmas outfit a couple of years ago. Child. And that's why when that whole thing went down, and again, y'all, I ain't about to sit here and argue about Monique and Candace, but that's why when that whole thing went down with Monique and Candace and everybody was like, Monique gonna get fired, I was like, no, the fuck she not. Y'all see how long they let Porsha stay? Now, Porsha got demoted. She did get demoted, but Porsha didn't lose her job. Remember, she got demoted for one season, and then the very next season, she got her peach back. They just made her go to anger management classes. Y'all remember that? She came right on back. I thought it was Porsha's two cousins, Stormy and Londi. You know what? I thought it was them at 1.2. But last week, when they showed that clip last week, when she said, hey, you can get your hoes and your mama out of here, I thought the girl was there, and that's who I thought it was. I said, ooh, Porsha and Dennis side piece and got into it. That's who I thought it was. But ain't nobody say nothing about it being Dennis. I didn't hear nothing. This is the best kept secret Bravo done ever had. Ain't nobody hear nothing about this. Tisa asked Fallon that, and she said they had intensive therapy after that, and he proposed again, so she married him. Yes, Jamie and Candy, Bird's producers, speak on the interview last night. I didn't get so much from the conversation, but I did glance at it. Luz, your devices are connected. I'm just letting you know I'm not ignoring you. Your device isn't connected yet. As soon as your device connects, I'll bring you up, babe. Now, remember, members, y'all have the link. If y'all want to come up and share your thoughts, I'll be here for another few minutes. If y'all want to come up and share your thoughts on the episode, members, the link is on my community wall. I still don't understand why Porsha went for Dennis. It looks like Porsha was getting in his mom's face, and he went to grab his mom, and then Porsha. That's what it looks like to me. I mean, again, I know that there are people out there that's defending Porsha, child, but that's what it looks like to me. It looks like Dennis, because Porsha and Dennis are looking in the same direction. That's what it looks like to me, child. Jamie, that's what you said. Jamie's is Candace's producer on Speak on It. Okay. Hold on. Oh, you're at work. Oh, okay. Yeah, because it's not letting you connect. Because I see you're trying to connect now again. It's not letting you connect, babe. Maybe it's some firewall at your job or something. I don't know. I don't want you to get in trouble, girl. Porsha did want to fight because Porsha was mad, honey. Porsha was mad. She was mad at Dennis. And remember, Porsha was still... Listen, y'all know this about Porsha. Porsha holds on to stuff. I really think she a Cancer because I know I will hold on to shit. But Porsha holds on to stuff. Porsha was probably still mad at Lauren from that conversation they had earlier that day when Lauren got her ass together. Porsha was probably still in her feelings. Let's be clear. This show was not a good look for Porsha at all. It wasn't. I don't know what she thought this show was going to be, but it has not turned out to be what she thought it was going to be. I think she thought the fact that she was an EP, that she would be able to control the narrative, but no, baby. Bravo was like, no, ma'am. That just means we added a couple of more little zeros to your paycheck. It does not mean that you get to control what we're going to put on and what we're not going to put on. We just added a couple of zeros to your paycheck, okay? Better off doing Real Housewives. She, oh my gosh, conversations. I said that earlier today, that she was better off staying on the Real Housewives of Atlanta and just letting this be her storyline. If her storyline could have been blending the families and co-parenting. That could have been her storyline. Because we know she didn't want to talk about Simon. We know that she didn't want to do that. And I know that people like Kenya would have wore her ass out. We know Kenya Moore would have wore Porsha's ass out this season. But that could have been her storyline. The co-parenting and blending her families. But baby, She was mad at Dennis bringing that girl to Mexico, so she was going to jail. Yeah, she was definitely mad about that. I understand how you feel about last night's interview. Tisa did not seem very focused, and they were talking in circles for an hour. I didn't even watch the interview. I'm gonna have to go check. Well, now I don't know if I want to check it out, but I have to check it out. I try to catch all that stuff, but y'all know everybody and their cousin. But Tisa talks be on it usually. Tisa usually be on it. Luz, it's not letting you connect, babe. I don't know if you got a firewall at your job or what. I don't want you to think I'm ignoring you, but it is still, for whatever reason, it's saying your device is not connected. Why would you give up Real Housewives of Atlanta check and a full-time position at Destination for this foolery? It's not. Well, you know what? I'm gonna say this, and that's why I say that I believe some of the stuff that Fallon said. If y'all go back to Fallon's interview, she said Simon did the same thing to her. Remember, she said that she was like a working model or child actress or some shit she did. And she was working before she married Simon. And Simon did not want her to work. And I believe that because it's the same pattern with Porsha. Porsha has quit all of her jobs and she's doing this show. And I really feel like she's doing this show because she probably couldn't get out of it because this show was already in the works. And so Fallon said that about Simon. Fallon said that Simon did not want her to work. And it looks like it's true that he's doing the same thing with Porsha. Right. Fallon said she wasn't allowed to work. Porsha wants a rich man. Simon wants fame. Yeah, there you go. But this also goes to show you how Porsha has friends on the production side of Atlanta because every allegation about her has now been seen. That is true. Tisa is a sweetheart, love her, but never agree with her on the Candace Monique thing. I do ever watch the commentary on Potomac. Oh, Street, I can't remember I don't remember where you stood on the side on the Candace Monique situation because Lord knows, I think Simon is controlling and manipulating. Absolutely, he is. Listen, I don't believe everything that Fallon said, but that part I believe. I believe that about Fallon. I believe that part because we're seeing it. We're seeing it. And for Porsha to talk about how hard she worked for her independence and how hard, that she did so she could provide for herself and provide for Pilar and never have to rely on a man again. Remember, she gave us that whole speech in the first episode about why her house was so important to her and because she was so proud of the fact that she bought it. And after everything that happened with Cordell, she never wanted to find herself in that situation again. Man, you're doing it again. Your fiance literally told your former fiance, I keep a moving company on call. So when I'm ready for her to go, she can go. Excuse me? Just like House of Aaron can't watch his Atlanta commentary. Yeah, he loves Porsha, child. He is, oh my gosh, he is so Porsha. And the fact that Porsha picked Cordell again, a man with a great relationship in the movie comes, child. I would never. Let me tell y'all something. I'm not saying, listen, if I go out here tomorrow and find me a rich man, now I ain't saying that I wouldn't adjust some things, but please know, I ain't about to quit everything. Now I ain't saying I ain't going to adjust some stuff, okay? But I ain't about to, listen. You can adjust to your new lifestyle without giving up everything. And I just wouldn't. At this point in my life, I just can't see myself just giving everything over to something. No, ma'am. Because that she's going to have to sign an airtight prenup. She's not going to walk away. First of all, y'all know how I feel about Simon. Y'all know I already think that Simon is built on a house of cards. All right. Y'all know I already feel like his money is built on a house of cards. But let's assume that he really does have the money he claimed he had. Porsha is going to sign a prenup that is so airtight. So airtight. She ain't going to walk away with shit. Just like with Cordell. Tisa's not my cup of tea. She talks in circles a lot. I just watch other people's recaps. Tracy, I love you, boo. Right, keep the side hustle open. Well, I'm not opening up no daycare. I don't like churn like that. Oh, you were talking to Villanova. Okay, because y'all know I don't like churn like that. Now, I like my students, but I can't do no daycare. Oh, no, ma'am. Listen, the lowest I have ever taught was 7th grade, and I couldn't listen. No, I'm telling a lie. The lowest I ever taught was 6th grade. Baby, I did it for 1 year. No, ma'am. That's too young for me. Nope. Them 6th graders. It's a big difference between 6th and 7th grade. It is a big difference between 6th and 7th grade. And I ain't realized, because I like teaching 7th grade and I like teaching 8th grade. But those 6th graders, oh, no, ma'am. Really, B, do you like kids? No, not particularly. Nope. That's why I don't have none. That's why I don't have none. I like other people's kids. I could do what I need to do and I send them home. Rita, I don't know if that's true. That assistant said there was nothing that transpired to cause that attack. Hold on, let me roll back up to what Rita said. In Porsha's defense, the only time she act out is when people mess with her. I don't feel like Cynthia deserved what Porsha. I don't feel like now the situation with her and Kenya, yeah. But that Cynthia situation, I feel like Porsha did a bit much. I feel like Porsha overreacted in that Cynthia situation. If I remember correctly, that was a few years ago, child. You heard teaching 6th grade was awful. Child, it was not an enjoyable experience for me, I must admit. Yeah, Porsha and Simon already live together. They bought a house. They already live together. I don't know why folks think she's going to come up. Simon is on his 4th marriage and knows why these women find him attractive. Listen, when you're dating someone who does not value marriage, he doesn't seem to take marriage as a till death do us part. He seems to take marriage as a until I'm done, until things don't work out. He doesn't seem to, it just, and again, I don't know this man, but from the outside looking in, that's what it seems like. Right. Porsha chased Jamie. Yeah, she did. She chased Jamie down that damn alley. We remember her chasing that girl down that alley. Child. Well, y'all about to hop up off of here. Lose your device never connected, boo. But I think I don't know if it's some sort of connection, and it might be me because like I said, we're in the middle of this snowstorm, child. It might be me. Stream y'all be tripping sometime. But y'all know that's a perk of membership. That I post the link and you guys can come up here and join me. So you'll have an opportunity again, babe. I'm sorry you weren't able to connect today, but we'll get you up here again. Oh, hold on. You writing something in the private chat. Hold on. Let me see what you put in the private chat. Oh, it's you. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, we're going to get you up here, though. We're going to get you up here. Why is everyone scared of Kenya? I would drag her, child. I don't know if anybody, well, I ain't scared of Kenya, but Kenya just got that mouth. Kenya just had that mouth. I'm a great auntie and grandmother, but I don't want kids of my own. I enjoy my freedom. And that's what it is. I enjoy my freedom, y'all. Y'all know before the Panorama, y'all know I was always traveling and going somewhere. I don't even have a pet. Because I'm not responsible for nobody but me. I don't even have a pet, child. I thought about getting a cat, though, y'all. I did think about getting a cat. Because cats are low maintenance. I want a dog, but dogs require too much of my attention. The only win for Porsha is the fact that this is deflecting from the fact that she got engaged to a married man. Well. Little baby, I think Thursday, if my schedule permits, Thursday, myself and Yocrates are going to discuss the Real Housewives of Miami. So you are welcome to join us with that. You are our Real Housewives guru, honey. So I'll let you know if we're going to. I think we are going to do it though. I would drag Kenya from Cali to Atlanta, bring her up, her failed marriage, her not having true friends. I will make her wish she had never spoken my life. Oh, wow. Ooh. Yeah, she didn't sell her house. She said she wasn't selling her house. She said that house was for Pilar. She did say that. She said that was for Pilar. So she didn't sell her house. Baby, she said that's Pilar's house, honey. Oh, you missed us with the Bravo reviews. Yeah, we said we were going to do the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, but we just ain't quite get it together. But we're going to jump back. We have the Real Housewives of Miami. We have the Real Housewives. We may do a little Real Housewives of Salt Lake City because listen, that damn Mary, child, I got some words for her too. I have some words for her too. I couldn't do a 2-for-1 today because we be here for 3 hours, child. But yeah, little baby, and little baby was working with the holidays. Her schedule got real busy, and then y'all know I had a lot of stuff going on the last couple of weeks too. So, but Thursday, Yocrates and I talked about it. So Thursday, yeah. So, all right, y'all. I want to thank y'all for being here. We got over 100 today. Y'all know we small over here, but we have a good time. So shout out to everybody that came through. Anybody that shared my video, thank you. I appreciate it. Everybody that participated in the chat. If you are not subscribed to the channel, go on and hit that button. It is free 99, y'all. It is free 99. And hit that like button on your way out the door. And I will catch y'all later. Mwah. Peace.